everyone, this is Anam Chahar. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be explaining the poem Childhood along with all the poetic devices. It's from the book Hornbill of class 11 and the poet is Marcus Nathan. Let's begin. Childhood. So when the poet wrote this poem, he wasn't a child anymore. He is an adult. But he misses his childhood. He misses his innocence. And he's completely fed up of the hypocrisy of this world. He's completely fed up of this craftiness of the people. So he thinks over the question of his lost childhood. How did he lose his childhood? Where did his innocence go away? In the process of doing so, he recalls a number of stages when his thoughts and perceptions about the world and the people changed. And he tries to figure out when did he lose his childhood, precisely when and where. But he cannot think of a single stage when he lost his childhood, he lost his innocence, and he stepped into adulthood. So at last, he accepts the fact that he has to live in this world without his innocence, without his childhood, which is long gone away. And he comes to a conclusion that his childhood has gone to a forgotten place. So this is what the poem is all about. Let's begin. When did my childhood go? Was it the day I ceased to be 11? Was it the time I realized that hell and heaven cannot be found in geography, and therefore I couldn't be? It couldn't be. Was that the day? So in this stanza, the poet talks about logic and rationalism. So he is trying to find out the answer to this question: when did my childhood go? When did I lose my childhood? Was it the day I ceased to be 11? Was it the day when I turned 12, when I grew up, and when I started studying geography, and I found that there was no mention of hell and heaven there? So logically, rationally, I concluded that if there is no mention of these places in my textbook, so these places do not exist anywhere in this world. So basically the poet is trying to say that was it the time when I grew up, when I started thinking logically, when I became rational? Was it the time when I lost my childhood? When did my childhood go? Was it the time I realized that adults were not all they seemed to be? Now, in this stanza, the poet talks about the hypocrisy of this world. So he says that was it the time I realized that adults were hypocrites? They were not what they seemed to be. They were not what they presented themselves to be. Although they talked of love and preached of love, but they did not act so lovingly. So they talked of love and they preached of love. They gave values to others, but they were not acting lovingly themselves. They were jealous, they were full of hatred, they were very crafty. So was it the time when I realized all these things? Was it the time when I lost my childhood and my innocence? Was it the day? When did my childhood go? Was it when I found my mind was really mine to use whichever way I choose? In third stanza, the poet talks about his individuality. So he says, was it the time when I found my mind was really mine? Means, in the process of growing up, the child discovers his individuality and finds himself to be unique. So he says, was it the time when I realized I was free, I was independent, I could use my mind in whichever way I wanted to. I could think in a way I wanted to. I could have my own perceptions of various things and matters, producing thoughts that were not those of other people but my own and mine alone. So was it the time when I realized that yes, I also can have a perception, and I discovered my individuality and uniqueness. I realized I was not required to copy anyone. I was an I had my own uniqueness, and I was free to feel, think, and do whatever I wanted to. At last, in last paragraph, when the poet fails to find out the answer to this question, he fails to locate a particular stage where and when he lost his childhood. He finally accepts the fact that, this is the truth. His innocence is gone, his childhood is gone, and now he has to live in this world as it is. Where did my childhood go? It went to some forgotten place that's hidden in an infant's face. That's all I know. So the poet says, I don't know where did it go away, or when did I lose it. I only know that I have to live with it now. I have to live with the fact that it's gone. I've lost my innocence and my childhood, and perhaps it has gone to a forgotten place, and it's hidden in an infant's face, in a child's face. So this is what the poem is all about. The poet feels bad about the loss of his childhood. He feels very bad at the loss of his innocence because he doesn't like it that way. He misses his childhood and his innocence. But one positive outcome of this loss is that poet has discovered his ability to think new thoughts independently, and he has come to realize his individuality and uniqueness. So this is a positive thing coming out of his growing up and adulthood. So this is all about it. Let's discuss the poetic devices now. Firstly, we'll discuss about stanza 1 and 2. First is alliteration. What is alliteration? Repetition of a consonant sound in close connection is called alliteration. See the underlined bold words, hell and heaven. Hell, heaven. Her sound is repeated here, so it is alliteration. Next device is anaphora. What's anaphora? When two or more than two consecutive lines begin with the same word, it is called anaphora. See the second and third line of first stanza. Was it the day? Was it the time? So both these lines begin with the same word was. So it is anaphora. Third poetic device is enjambment. Enjambment means when there is no punctuation mark at the end of a line, and the same idea continues to the next line. See in the second stanza, second line, was it the time I realized that adults were not? So there is no punctuation mark, no full stop, comma, nothing after this line. So it is enjambment. Next is repetition. When did my childhood go? When did my childhood go? This line is repeated in each and every paragraph, every stanza. So it is repetition. Secondly, last line of these stanzas. Was it the day? Was it the day? Again, this is also repeated. So it is also an example of repetition. Third example, they talked of love and preached of love. Fourth line of second stanza, love and preached of love. Here, love. The word love has been repeated twice. So it is also an example of repetition. Moving on to third and fourth stanza. First is alliteration. See the underlined words. My mind was really mine. My mind, mine. Mer sound is repeated here, which is a consonant sound. So it's alliteration. Third line, whichever way I choose. Whichever way. Ver sound is repeated. Again, alliteration. Second last line of third stanza, but my own and mine. My, mine. Mer sound, which is a consonant sound again. So it is also alliteration. Second poetic device in these two stanzas is anaphora. See, in last stanza, last two lines, that's hidden in an infant's face, that's all I know. Both these lines begin with the same word, that's, so it's anaphora. Next is enjambment. Fourth and fifth line of third stanza, they do not have any kind of punctuation mark, so we can say that enjambment has been used here. Next is repetition. Again, when did my childhood go is repeated in third and fourth stanza, and was that the day? Was that the day is repeated in stanza 1, 2 and 3. The last line of all these stanzas is the same, was that the day, was that the day. So since these lines have been repeated again and again, it's repetition. That's all about it. If you liked the video, if you found it useful, then please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon, and you can also drop comments. Thank you.